Well, with me right now is Karen Solis. She is the operations specialist. And today we are talking about, well, among other things, plan a ride and bus rules and regulations and a meeting coming up, all kinds of different things,
Yes,
right?
lots of different things.
So first of all, plan a ride has been very successful, right?
Yes, Plan a Ride is really great service. It's a service that they can go without waiting and having to take a roundabout. They go straight to the location they want to get to, and they schedule it beforehand so they know when they're going to come back, they know when they're going to go. It's really nice.
Now, you can call between 8:30 and 10:30, I should say 8 a.m. and 10:30 p.m.
10 p.m. is what we prefer.
Okay, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
All right. But Monday through Saturday?
Monday through
Wow.
Saturday, yeah.
I didn't know you could call that late and
Yes.
get something scheduled.
A lot of people try to get in as early as they can in the morning, and sometimes the phone lines get really, clustered, and so it's nice that they now to know that they can call all day long.
Yeah, that's very nice. Now, is Plan a Ride, sometimes I get confused, is that different than the people who want to take a ride to their doctor? Or is Plan a Ride that or within the village, or kind of one and the same?
It's one and the same. They
Okay.
can take it to the doctors. They're actually really well made for the doctors
Okay.
because they get priority.
Yeah,
So-
and I mean by doctor, maybe you need to go to your church for a couple hours, whatever it might be.
Yeah. Yes. So especially church on Sundays, it's a big one.
Yes, yeah, I bet. But the point is, you want to call ahead of time. Otherwise, if you call that day,
Yeah.
you're kind of on standby in a sense.
You're on availability only.
Yeah.
So you always want to plan ahead, and that's why it's a great name, Plan a Ride.
Yes, very good. So take advantage of that because it's become very popular. Now, bus rules and regulations. I'm going to let you go through these.
Yes. Okay. So it's just the riders are asked to scan their ID cards every time they go on the bus. Don't forget that. It's really important. You cannot ride the bus without an ID.
And
then,
a caregiver ID as well.
yes,
Okay.
caregivers have their own ID if they're not accompanied by a resident.
Okay.
And then the bus will not move until all passengers are seated. And they have to stay seated while the bus is in motion. Even when they
Okay.
know it's about to stop, you have to stay at a complete seated until the bus is no longer moving.
Okay.
Notify the driver to any transfers or any questions when entering the bus. Talking to the driver is not permitted while the bus is in motion.
Okay. Very good.
Keep the aisles clear of packages, shopping carts, walkers, canes, any other mobility devices, and these items are always secured by the driver.
All right. So if somebody comes in with a walker, they'll go over, get seated, then the driver will come over and put it off to the side and strap it in if needed or whatever.
Strap it in,
Yeah.
and then when
Okay.
the resident is ready to exit the bus, the driver will hand that to them.
Okay. Good to know.
And then wait for the door to open and the ramp to deploy before getting out of your seat to exit the bus or while you're on the sidewalk waiting to enter. So
Okay.
let the ramp fully extend.
All right. You don't want to be hopping on that one. Okay.
This is a really big one, and this is one that the drivers are constantly trying to let them be aware of, is to get there 5 minutes before your scheduled time.
Okay.
So say if you're scheduled at 9:30, be there at 9:25 so that way the bus doesn't miss you and they're not waiting for you.
Okay. And this is for Plan a Ride or any kind of a scheduled stop?
Yes,
Look
any
at the
kind of
schedule.
scheduled stop.
Okay.
Just because if you're late, then you cause the next person to be late and it kind of trickles down their schedule.
Okay.
And then always allow 5-minute standby time after the scheduled pickup time for the bus to arrive before contacting the transportation line.
Okay.
So if it's been 2 minutes, give them 3 more and see if before you call.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And as far as the Plan a Ride goes, again, even with that, be there a little bit ahead of time, because if the driver comes by and you're not ready, as you said, they may have subsequent pickups right after that.
So it's really important to be on time for
Okay.
these ones.
Now, you're going to have a bus information meeting coming up, and it's going to be over the next 4 months, once a month, right?
It's actually all throughout the year.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So the bus happens bi-monthly at 2 locations, at Clubhouse 1 and at the Towers in Lorster Hall. So if this month actually it's located at Clubhouse 1 in the main lounge, and it's always between the hours of 1 to 3. And these are meetings that they can learn about upcoming changes, or if they're new to the system and want to just learn about it, these are great information meetings. You can ask questions. Our team that puts them together is really well knowledged in all of this. So they're great meetings to go to if you have any questions.
Yeah, a good thing to take advantage of. Then, so the next one is March 21st at Clubhouse 1, the main lounge from 1 until 3. So if you want to find out more information, it's really good to go to those. Now, plan a ride reservations, what we were talking about, here's the number on the screen to call. And be prepared to leave the following information.
Yes.
So they know. So the number is 949-268-2590. And why don't you tell us the information they need to leave?
You have to leave it's a voicemail system.
Okay.
So be prepared to listen to just a voicemail, not a person.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, so they worry because they consider that maybe we won't get these voicemails in time, but they always get checked and they're regularly checked throughout the day.
Okay.
So you leave your name, your phone number, your manor number, the purpose of your ride, especially if it's a doctor appointment because you get priority.
Okay.
Assistive walking device if you have any, date of the trip, the pickup time, and your return time.
Okay. Now, when they call in, are there prompts for this, or is it just simply, thank you for calling Plan a Ride Reservations, please leave your information?
No, there's prompts.
There are prompts?
Yes.
Okay.
So it'll ask you from the beginning, like, be prepared to leave your name, and it'll have them all listed.
All right, very good. And you, again, this is done the day before. Can they do it several days before?
Up to a week in advance.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yes.
Now, finally, your destination shopping, and I kind of alluded to this earlier, that you go to all different kinds of places, and people can take advantage of this, but it fills up quick, right?
It does.
Yeah.
We try to add more buses if it fills up too quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so our next one is to the Irvine Spectrum tomorrow.
Okay.
And that should be fun. Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Now, what about, is there still space available?
Unfortunately, not on that one. It is fully booked up.
Okay.
But there is still space available for the remaining.
Okay. Orange Tree Shopping Center. I'm not, that's, where is that? Oh, that's the one that has all the Asian markets,
Yeah, it's the Asian market.
Yes. And then Laguna Beach, which I'm sure is very popular, and Marketplace up in Laguna Niguel, and then Aliso Viejo Town Center.
Yes. And I think that Recreation is taking our buses down on March 21st to the Tustin Marketplace. So
oh, that'll be good. Yeah. All right. And that's a big area.
Yeah. They're going to one location, but you can branch out from there.
Yeah, yeah, a lot to see up there. All right, very good. So I think the gist of this conversation is call ahead. Whether you need plan a ride, whether you want to go on one of these Tuesday excursions, or I know sometimes there are other excursions that are done by Recreation, whatever it might be, you need to plan ahead and let them know the date and time and information to be picked up. And then also, if you want to go on one of these excursions, you need to call ahead of time because they do fill up.
They do.
Yeah, very popular. Thank you very much, Karen.
Thank
for
you.
coming on. We'll see you again probably in another few weeks.
Yeah, hopefully once a month.
All right, you take care, and we'll be right back.